Hi, my name is Shamir Lawrence. I am a spoken word artist, writer, poet. I've been living in Charlotte for over 10 years now and been doing poetry for as long as I can remember. I am a teaching artist with the African American Cultural Center, the Roundtable Series, and I would like to share two pieces with you today. The first one is 720 Modes, and the second one is Life's Precious Gift. I hope you enjoy. The cause of my reaction has been following me with every breath I breathe. It is as if reality has become a widescreen epic, and even though I find it hard to believe, my tragedy has not played itself out yet. There is more to come. I see a Will Turner will host one day. We might spin at the same pace as the world. We will sync with the winds of life, utilizing our 24-hour day and multiplying our love by the track of the moon, creating 720 modes of life. 360 degrees turning together, one gravitating off the other, truly a divine occurrence. I can safely say I don't have reason to love less. Yes, there are always the cons and pros of anything you love, but what it really boils down to is how my heart lays. As much as I may not want to admit, mine has gravitated towards another. And its spin resembles the pace of a runaway train. So as I fast around my mind, I find a pattern of denial I cannot say I'm proud of. Although there are no regrets, I can't help but feel my sole way to forgive is to forget. If I forget the thought that moves my inspiration, that love can conquer all, then maybe I can forgive myself for loving so pure. But then the method of my mode will have no meaning. It's the way. It's the tone that moves the heart to go where the logical mind will not dare go. And even though you might hear that tone sometimes louder than the light that shines on the earth itself, the pitch may not be the same. The mode's function will have changed and thereafter be untrue. So filled with my blissful tone deafness, I believed I could create my own reality. A world where everyone's love is as pure as my own. A world where the tone of reality is equal. And here I stand, singing amongst a choir to find out my pitch is off. It may have been only 1 or 2 octaves off, but its blend resembles the likeness of water and oil. When mixed together, they will find themselves unable to become one solution. They will separate, going back to their normal state, with only a thin line holding their destiny. Within light's darkness, there's always the truth, the ultimate blunt image of what's real, reality shining through all things, tasteless and silent as the air itself. She was only 19, yet she wore eyes of a grown woman. Her stomach showed signs of her premature adulthood stretched wide from one hip to the other. And in her hand, she held a piece of a cycle bound in a pacifier, lined with platinum boots, to whom's destiny lied. Tongues twisted in those dazed spaces, and thin lines confined her to use the means necessary. Although they were not the only. Anything could be better than less than nothing. Yet less than nothing sometimes hold the spaces where laws could be attained. So she proceeded to allow destiny to lie and lay in her bed. Sometimes she asked why her time was made to be so. Sometimes she asked when her time would come to an end. Most of the time she filled her numbness with sweet nothingness dressed in a Trojan. But there were so many other times when her sedation was not dressed at all. And while she thirsted to feel anything, those short moments and sensations would come to an abrupt end, leaving her with nothing more than or equal to the numbness she already owned. Other times, she spun her troubles, rolled tightly and burnt, and she would close her eyes, and thick thought smoke would serenade her to places only her mind's eye could see. Warm waters surfing her skin, and cool breezes across her cheeks, and the sounds of the neighbors knocking on the walls because she was only dreaming. Sometimes she spoke of her dreams. Sometimes she believed her dreams could be reality, but when she woke up in real life, Sometimes she spoke of her dreams. Sometimes she believed her dreams could be reality. But when she woke up in real life, kissed by the light shown from the blinds, creating barred lines around the walls around her, she realized that the feeling of being too familiar with the practice of making accommodations for destinations of an 8-square-foot vacation home, sponsored by Blind Justice herself, was more than just practice. It was her training that was braided, genetically intertwined, and no longer assumed to be a condition. No longer could it just be a state of being. It was a disease. And unfortunately, her cure was only obtained by life's most precious gift, living.